Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
to find all by design, feeling all this power, reckless and devour, traveling the sound, never backing down, wanting to find more.
That was a bit abrupt. Sorry for not fading the music out there. How is everybody doing? It is so good to see you all. Thanks everyone for tuning in already. I'm being attacked by a cat on my desk, so apologies if you hear anything bumping into the microphone. Oh, we've got some people subscribing on Twitch. That's pretty cool. Thanks for that, Westy X and Draco Cosmos. That's pretty cool. That's a noise I'm not used to hearing, so it's making me jump a little bit. Hey, Tavian, good to see you. Hey, Hooperstomp, I'm sorry that you can't watch the streams. Is it maybe my connection that's the problem? I'm not sure. That it's cutting out on you. Winter Wolf, good to see you. Hey, Brian. Hey, Mishaps, thanks for tuning in. Who else we got here? We've got Squall here too. Awesome. Good to see you all. Hey, Maori, how's it going? It is going great. You should be coming through in chat. Everything is... Oh, I think you might be a bot. Is the cat an agent for either the servants or the ends? The cat is an agent for its own faction, I've got to say. I'm very, very certain that this Maori character might be a bot. Wait for them to offer me something, and we'll do something. Oh no, they're just hyping it up. Okay, sorry, Mary. If you're verified, okay, I take it back. I'm so sorry. I like that the cross chat is working. Let's get the game up and running, shall we? Here we go. We've got Terra and Invicta here. That's all right, Tavian. I appreciate you popping in. I love that everyone's having fun with the bot. Twitch has its own bot, by the way, so you can all claim first there. Let me just move Twitch chat over here. And then we'll get back into it. And let me turn off music in the background so that doesn't keep coming up. There we go. All right, let me just get my Twitch chat back on screen. I'm trying to run both at the same time, so I'm a little bit behind time. Apologies for calling you a bot, Mary. I take it back. Things are going great. I hope things are going with you as well. No one. I think honestly, everyone is probably an agent for the servants at this point. Is what I'm getting here. All right, where were we last time? So we started a new campaign, and we are trying our best to take Australia and Asia Pacific. We're trying to keep our head down a little bit. I'm kind of letting the other factions fight over Europe. We're going to maybe try and snipe India, China if we can, or that's going to be very, very difficult. We were playing on... whatever the equivalent of Commander is. I can't remember what it's called. It might just be the normal difficulty. I can't remember, Fellington, honestly. Also good to see you. Twitch and YouTube at the same time, indeed, and both chats should be playing on the stream with their own icons as well. I think I just got a new follower on Twitch and immediately called them a bot. They've left, so I feel really stupid about that. Right, so let's just have a look at our people. We've got Human, who is a particularly good starting diplomat. They've got Persuasion 8, and Administration 7 already. We've got Elent Danger here, Persuasion 6 and Administration 7, Security 7. She's struggling a little bit for jobs to do right now.
Standing by for orders.
We've got Jebediah Kerman, of course, the hero of our new story, with a Persuasion of 7, Administration of 6. And,
at your service.
And name's Blonde, a German politician with Persuasion 9 and Administration 10 already, which is pretty good. Our current job is we are trying to take over Japan. Japan will be a great... starting point for us, and then we're going to just start taking over more of Asia Pac. We also have Singapore, which is a pretty big grab for us. The biggest thing that happened last time is, of course, as Project Exodus, we start with this station in orbit, which is pretty cool. But if we zoom out a little bit, you'll see something crazy that's happened. Just ignore that aliens fleet all the way over there, Victor 3. We have Fuji Station, which has been launched by Humanity First. It's still under construction. But we also have in orbit, where is it? We also have Hayako Station. No, that's the one that's original here. Have they called their place the International Space Station? I thought there was another station in orbit under construction. Oh, there's at least one station, which is crazy. Judgment Day is a while away, so we're all good. The one problem I have, Winter Wolf, is that we don't actually have access to nukes really at the moment, which could cause us a lot of problems if this actually gets into an Earth War situation. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Our first job, as always, we're just going to continue putting some pressure on Japan. In the background, we're building up our mission control to get as much mission control as possible in all of our regions in these countries. So Australia is going to take a while because they didn't even have a space program when we started playing the game. New Zealand's a little bit further ahead, where they are down here. So they've got mission control under construction as well. I'm just going to keep pushing that mission control. But let's get the ball rolling. I want to get into space as soon as possible. To do that, we need to get our everything kind of ready going. It is not High Fleet, no, Tavian. I am really behind on my High Fleet playthrough, and I'm feeling very guilty about it. So we need to keep trying to control nation here. 13% is not very high. I can boost it up to 60 by spending 32 influence, which is a lot. So I think we're going to spend a bit of time just... having watched the Three-Body Problem, Fellington, I can tell that this game is really heavily influenced on it. We're going to boost public opinion in Japan. We really need to get them more on our side. Can Blonde do anything good with this? No. I think he can... Could he not? I thought he could. No, that's Jebediah. Blonde can public campaign. How is he doing with a influence mission? 69%. I'll play the 69 just in case. Then we need to do some other stuff. Okay, what else have we got going on here? We've got Human and we've got Jebediah. What we're going to do with them? I want to make sure they're doing stuff. Let's have a look. So we do also have Kazakhstan. I did make sure to grab Kazakhstan right at the start of the game, although I always lose it. Here it is here. Kazakhstan is extremely important to hold on to because it is a great source of boost at the start of the game. One thing with the Dark Forest now, she hates all the main characters. I need to get reading them, although I just picked up Christopher Tchaikovsky's new sci-fi. I finished his last series, I loved it. I also picked up Martha Wells, who writes the Murderbot series. She's just released a fantasy novel. I've got that on my TBR as well. So I've got lots of stuff to read, a lot of new stuff. How is the unrest in Kazakhstan? Yeah, exactly, Razorback. I'm with you there. Also, good to see you on the stream. Okay, unrest. God, this is so overwhelming. Even after a week coming back to it. Where is my unrest? Unrest. Okay, we still have 1.2 unrest in Kazakhstan. So let's just spend a little bit of time. We'll send Jebediah here to stabilize Kazakhstan.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
And we'll get Human. I think we'll get Human to stabilize Kazakhstan as well until we get a little bit of a better idea of what's going on in the world. That'll do for this term. Also, in terms of research, we're currently working on clandestine cells, which will get us a 5th counselor. And that's a really important one. Our research contribution at the moment, we're actually generating 254 research a month, which is quite good. That's jumped up a ton since we took those first 2 points in Japan. Pretty soon I'm going to start trying to take over one of the global research things. We'll probably wait for one of these to finish, then we'll invest heavily in it so we can start controlling global research. Because right now we're kind of keeping our heads down a lot, and that's working fine, but I want to get more involved in Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Control points, military tech level, income, unrest, democracy, xenoforming level, faction popularity. That might be quite a good one for now. And let's speed that up. Nothing we can do about incoming aliens. Okay, clandestine cells is done. I don't think there's anything super important we need to research alien origin. Let's get alien origin under research, because that's going to take a while to complete. And then when one of these completes, we're going to start investing research into it. We're going to get into global figures. Hey, Austral, good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. Also, hey to everyone on Twitch. Let me know if there's any problems on that side. Okay, we've got another alien fleet in low Earth orbit. That's nothing we can really do about that. They're going to hit the planet pretty soon, and they've crashed into, oh, what a surprise, India. So we're going to have to remember to check this region out, because something reason there. But yeah, we're going to get into global research as soon as one of the global researches is completed. There's no point in joining it halfway through and trying to overtake it. Okay, we've got Kazakhstan down to almost no unrest.
Didn't have any
Although, Kerbal failed, which isn't great.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
Public campaign failed. I don't think we're going to get the control point then, but we'll see if we get the control point. That will change things a lot. What do we want to do with Avalanche Breaker as well? At the moment, it's costing us a small amount of boost every turn. I think we want to keep it upgraded.
Are in place.
Excellent. Control mission is critical success. I've gained control of control point in Project in Japan and public opinion shifted 2% in our favor. We now have 3 of the 4 control points here. That's big. We now control almost all of Japan. I think that's jumped our monthly income. Yeah, we're now almost getting... So Japan's giving us tons of research. The second half is very worth it, though. The third book isn't as good, but still very enjoyable for you. Well, I think I need to read it, because I enjoyed the series apart from the end of it. You're not seeing any crosstalk? No, I don't know. So is there a way to actually get my YouTube chat into the Twitch chat? Because if I can do that, that's crazy. Your chat should be showing up on stream. If it's not, we need to do something about that, WestDX. But thank you for letting me know, and thank you for watching on Twitch. I'm still trying to get the cold cross-Twitch stream thing going. Okay. So we're 3 out of 3 in Japan. Let me just sort out my... priorities here. So what we're focusing on in Japan right now is just mission control. We need to get this mission control built. So mission control is the stat that lets us have things in space. Well, that's a good point, actually. We probably do want to do something about the music. I will eventually get bored of it. Exactly what I'm going to do, Squall, we are going to defend Japan. So we're going to get Human to do that. So we're going to defend interests in Japan.
Our interests. Ready for my mission.
It appears in game. Okay, as long as the chat's appearing there, that's something. Now, Kazakhstan is no longer defended, so we need to do something with that. What country is this? Singapore. Okay, so we actually have a lot of places to defend this turn. Elent Danger can defend, so she's going to defend Kazakhstan.
Securing our control.
And then
Standing
can
by.
Jebediah defend? I don't have enough influence to defend. So we're spending... Oh, hello, puppy. Why is the puppy in here? The puppy shouldn't be in here, but she's just walked in. She should be shut through in her bedroom, but she's going to sit down next to me, so you may get some puppy snores. She's just settled into the bed, as long as she doesn't knock my lamp over. No, she's fine. Okay. Anyway, we don't have enough influence to defend Kazakhstan and Singapore. I'm going to focus on defending Kazakhstan this time. We need the boost. Oh, check the crash site in India. Yes, Jebediah can do that since he can't do that. Thank you, Mishaps. This is why I like playing this game with chat. There's just too much to keep in my head. Oh, has the game crashed? No, the game just took a second. There's too much to keep in my head. As is.
Eyes up.
Is he going to the right region? He has.
Ready for my
you
mission.
guys help keep me that. Well, the puppy was fast asleep in her bed. The door should have been closed. So I was like, why is the puppy here? And then we can... I don't think we've got enough influence to give this a try. So let's just do a public campaign, spend a bit of cash, and we'll get Japan to love us. Why... Whoa. Oh no, that's India. I was like, why is Japan's public interest so heavily into the servants? But it isn't. Okay, let's confirm assignments. Let's end the term. Hey Brian, how's it going? It does indeed have a ton to keep interest of. We got all the way to Jupiter last time. Defend interest done.
Protecting
Defend
our
interest
interests.
done.
Surveilling target area.
Surveil done. Did you pick anything up? Yes, there's Xenoflora. Okay. We need to get our next agent, when we've got enough influence for it, needs to be someone who can kill
We hold
Xenoflora.
no sway in them.
Good luck with the Jira tickets, Steven. Thanks for tuning in. It's good to see you. Always nice to see folks on the stream regularly. Have a great day. Good luck with those support tickets you're doing. Alright, let's close this down. Let's see what else is going on in the world.
Trillions of dollars just
Okay.
sitting up there.
Mission to the
Yet
moon is
still
done.
the regulators
Now we're going to
drag
jump
their
into
heels.
taking over global research.
Maybe it's time I treated the president to another golfing weekend. German Soren von Weck leaked private correspondence.
I would love a mod that would let me turn off these. I haven't decided on any early tech rush targets yet. I'm more just trying to get established. Apparently, Fellington, in this new patch, and you may have played it more than me, the aliens will now dodge missiles a lot better than they used to if they've got low Delta V. So early game missiles might not be as good as they used to be. Also, I'd be very sad if the puppy was a Hydra. That would be bad, WestEX. Okay, but this is good. So we've got mission to the moon. That means we can now send probes to the moon, which we're going to have to do. I don't know if we can afford to do that yet, but we'll check that out. What it does mean, though, is that there is global research now available. They've sent a mission to Mars. I do not want to contribute to this. I don't want mission to Mars to kick off so early. So we're going to wait for advanced electromagnetism, and we're going to jump into that one instead. In terms of the moon, let's just have a quick look at it. So we can send a probe here. It'll cost... we can afford to send a probe. We're going to send a probe to the moon. We're going to survey the moon, see what there is in terms of sites there. I don't see that comment from Crash Test Mishaps, and I'm on live chat. Oh, there they are. What happened so far? Cool. There's just so much chat coming through. I'm trying to keep up with it all. Did a bit of autocannon best weapon. We may have to go there. We may have to try some autocannon ships. Okay, so we're probing the moon. We're not ready for that yet. The Xenoflora here. We need to save up influence so that we can recruit a soldier. Although we may actually be able to snipe a cheap one if we have a quick look. Yeah, there's a ton. There's some nice changes. Mining's had to be changed. Celebrity activist commando. He lost 60. Scientist. Okay, we might want to save up for Wyatt Benson here. He is a commando, an undercover commando, and does he have? He has assault alien asset. I need to remember if this will let this. I don't think this will let him destroy Xenoflora though. What is the skill that lets you destroy Xenoflora? Is it a destroy alien asset or not? Also, I have a mod that should color code these, but it doesn't seem to be working. I can't remember. It's been a while. I can't remember if destroy alien asset lets you attack Xenoflora. So the aliens are starting to terraform India. A collection of alien flora and fauna is growing in this region. I'm actually going to change from faction popularity to Xeno nations, population, per capita GDP, control points, tech level, boost income, unrest, democracy, xenoforming level. So we can see that there is xenoforming here. There's xenoforming in South America, and there's quite heavy xenoforming in South Africa. He's a commando. Okay, what else do we need to do? So let's focus on Japan here. So let's get Names Blonde to attempt... Oh no, we haven't finished the turn. He's indeed a commando. The puppy looks like she's going to fall asleep next to me, so you might get some snoring puppy sounds as the stream goes on. Okay, new turn. Control point of Singapore, we'd better protect it. Yeah, we need to defend Singapore. So let's get Jebediah to defend Singapore, because he's one... No, we'll get Elon Danger to defend Singapore.
Securing our interests.
And that's all of our control points protected. I don't think that means that Blonde will have enough influence to attempt this. They can get it to 63%. I think I want to roll the dice on the 63.
Establishing control.
Now, that leaves behind Human. We can investigate alien activity, which we need to do, and I actually did the wrong thing last time, so we'll do that. I think you can check the codex regarding what agent actions to do. Not sure if that the codex included, though. Okay, we can check the codex, but I think it's going to be pretty hard to find it in there. Claims, okay. National priorities. Nations, national priorities, terrestrial warfare, solar system research, habitat, ship design, fleets, space combat, counselors, traits. No. Professions. No. I don't think it's going to tell us what we're looking for there. That's okay. One other thing we need to check, actually, which I haven't checked, is does anyone need a level up? And does anyone get any new things assigned to them? So we have a level up for Human. We're going to keep pumping administration for now. We want to get everyone to 10 administration. We can afford Cilia Bands, which just gives us 12 monthly income. It's going to take, what, like 4 months for that to pay for itself? That seems worth grabbing, so we'll just grab that. It's not terrible for now. You don't have a level up, you don't have a level up, you do have a level up. Let's get your persuasion to 10. That should help you with taking over this. Was there a mission limp there, Hooba Stomp? I'll check it out now. Thank you, everybody. I always struggle, I always start to panic a little bit streaming this game, but I'm just chilling out. The patch will change AI weight on the mission to Moon and Mars and what the AI need tech-wise to get those. That's good to know, Silver Grey Wolves. In the codex, should I explain what it is? Where was that? So what we're looking for, mission list. Oh, it's right there. Thank you so much. Okay, let's have a look. So we're looking for assault alien asset. Assault alien asset. Lead a combat team against a fixed alien asset. It doesn't tell me what it attacks, but there's no other mission I can see that would do that. Oh, so we need someone with Inspire. Investigate, surveil, breach, sabotage. Yeah, okay, so that is the correct mission type. 7 months, not 4. Still probably worth it. Thanks, Miss Ups, for the quick maths. As we all know, this is not exactly why am I panicking, fellas. It's like I need to keep up with everything. I need to keep things really, really interesting. But the game itself is fascinating. Okay, Jebediah needs a job. So we've got Nameless Blonde controlling point, Elon Danger's protecting, Human here. What else could Elon Danger be doing? I want to make sure he's doing something useful. There's no control points I want to grab right now. We do need to get ready to grab Australia. It's about to tick over, so this is going to become available in the 15th of July. So next turn, we're going to be able to crack open the resistance control point in Australia to get it under our control. What else do we need to look at for Jebediah? Let's have a look, see if there's any agents we can spot on the map. There's a bunch of agents in this area here. I think I'm going to surveil again and just see if we can identify some people. So we're going to do this thing.
On Overwatch.
And yeah, let's confirm assignment. Yeah, we're ready for our fifth. Yeah, you're right. We're good. The aliens will take their sweet time.
Making things safe for our people.
Setting a watch.
Yeah, Indonesia's a good shout. We'll start amalgamating some of these things together.
With each passing day, humanity shatters the boundaries of the possible. It is our certain destiny to move mountains at the touch of a button. We need only the will to do so. And your generous investment, of course.
So that's advanced...
Van Dijk, opening remarks during Western Armory's annual earnings call.
That's advanced electromagnetism unlocked, which gets us access to things like mass drivers. Now we can start investing. Yes, we're going to go heavily in here. I want to take this over. So I'm going to drop this down to 1%. We're now contributing 5,000 research a day. If we have a look here... God, we're producing a ton of research now that we've gotten hold of Japan. Japan's really made us a power to us. Let's see how that puts us, and we'll go from there. So by the time the turn ticks over, we'll have a check on what our contribution to the research is, and we can reevaluate from there. But I want to take control of one of the global research things. Yeah, TRM. New project available. Lithium sulfur batteries, that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. That would be good, Razorback.
We found.
We finally got the Xeno. I finally did the correct mission.
Significant support.
And we've got all of Japan under our control. That's actually massive.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
That is a huge early win for us, getting all of Japan. That usually takes a lot of the game to do. So we're going to start absolutely powering through mission control. And we're going to... What's our research at now? We're now gaining 360 research a day, which is huge. 5.33 a day. Yeah, I think you're right, Miss Apps. I misread that. But getting all of Japan is crazy. Whew. I was really not expecting us to get all of Japan that quickly. We don't need to worry about defending that point in Japan because you can't take it over unless you're taking over one of the other points. Org Marketplace has updated. We don't have a lot of money though. Also, this control point in Australia is vulnerable. So let's get it. Avalanche Station is just ticking away, Crash Test. It was originally another station. I can't remember the name of it, but we renamed it to... Oh, it's Tiangong Station originally. We've renamed it to Avalanche Breaker. We don't have access to hab modules yet. Once we've got hab modules, I'll start upgrading it. Because it's really useful for us to have a station in orbit already to turn into our first shipyard. Any plans for Korea? I would love to unify Korea in this game, South Korea is also a powerhouse I would love to get my hands on, so that is something we're going to look at too. Mission for this turn, high priority, Australia. This control point is available. I want to crack it down. I want to take it from the resistance. We can get that to 64%. It's not a great roll, but it's the best roll I'm going to get. So let's hit a crackdown there.
Applying pressure on their people.
What I'll also do is I'm going to get Elent Danger to do a public campaign here, just to make it a little bit easier. We'll just do the 82.
I will tell our story.
What's the up?
Have I misspelled avalanche? I have. Yeah, I missed out the E. I think I took that directly from the. Let's just keep that like that. That's hilarious. I'm going to keep it misspelled. All right, once we've got Australia, we're going to start saving up influence for our 5th counselor. We're going to see if that commando is still available. If not, we'll work on somebody else. We need jobs for Human and Jebediah right now. There's not a huge they can do. There's a few people that know about Human. Let's just take a turn to tell her to go to ground.
Going silent.
And Jebediah is also known to quite a few people. I want to try and keep myself under the radar. So I'm also going to put him, just tell him to go to ground as well. Just because I think it just makes life a little bit easier. I'll send them both to Darwin. Hey, Chaos Space Ring. Long time no see. It's great to see you. Thanks for jumping in for the stream. We'll confirm assignments and we'll unpause.
Of course, there was an accident. Frankly, I'm surprised it took this long. Just get the recovery crew in there to salvage the gear ASAP. Worry about the bodies later. The delays are costing us. Chairman Soren van Beek, Internal Memo.
Internal Memo? Okay, so that's deep space propulsion concepts unlocked, which gets us access to things like electromag propulsion, electrothermal propulsion, and nuclear fission in space, which is a very important bit of research. Let's have a look at how our okay, wow. We are, solar batteries is available. We are powering through the mass drivers. So we've contributed 40%. So we put them at 200 points. Everybody else has contributed less than 60. Let's drop our contribution down to 50%. I'm going to leave these two ticking over. We could also potentially take over nuclear fission in space by just drip feeding into that. So we're going to try that and see if we can take that over as well, because it might be a little bit too risky to try and control 2 research points this early in the game. But Japan has given us so much research power that I think it's worth at least having a look at. Also, I didn't have a look at... Okay, there's nothing here we can buy. Nobody is available for an upgrade either. So let's just let time tick forward. China I would love to take, but China is so hard to take. There's no snowy log cabins in Darwin, guys. That's not what that area of the world is like. Is the initiative just the predecessors to Whale and Yutani? Pretty much, yeah. Oh, Names Blonde is making an unauthorized appearance on live television. The appearance is not very flattering for our faction. In his speech, Names Blonde is lambasting our methods and goals, denouncing us as both ineffectual and unconscionable. Our personal director will be hearing about this shortly. So we can shut down the broadcast. Information about Project Exodus will be exposed to our enemies. Project Exodus suffers a massive loss in public opinion around the world. Whip up our own broadcast disavowing Names Blonde and refuting his assertions. We can't do this, but we will trigger a great deal of information about Project Exodus going out to our enemies. Order Names Blonde to be arrested. Pay 5 ops. Names Blonde will be detained at their current location for 4
Remind
mission
yourself
phases.
that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Fair enough, Brian. Yep. Or traitors do not go unpunished. Names Blonde will die unless another counts for protecting them. Oh god. I think Names Blonde might have been subverted. So I can either take him into custody, which means we will lose access to him for 4 rounds, or we have the broadcast shut down, which means that we get a massive loss in public opinion. The problem we've got is... what's this here do? Okay. Hugh...
Wrapping up here.
If we have a quick look at our counselors, I can't really properly look at them, but he is the only person we have with Crackdown. He is the only person capable of cracking down a nation. Fair enough, Chaos Space Marine. Oh. Someone just subbed, I think, on Twitch. We need to check who that was. New Day 2024, thank you for following. Thank you very much. I think we have to imprison him, which just means we're not going to be able to crack down for a while, which sucks. But yeah, we're going to have to do that. His loyalty is apparent 1. That is because he is
Public sentiment
something.
is increasingly with us.
He is a
Mission cancelled.
cynic. No matter, yeah, he has very low loyalty no matter what, which is why I didn't want to hire him in the first place. I actually didn't want to hire this guy, but he was the only person I could get who we could actually crack down. Okay, a probe controlled by Project Exodus has arrived at Lunar and completed its scans. We may now construct bases here with the appropriate colonization technology. Mother reason production of each side is below. I don't think we got shown this before. We have to do stuff for an extra agent, so we put someone else for crackdown. Yeah, I was hoping to hire a commando there, Crash Test. That's the only problem. But if we find someone better, we can then fire Names Blonde and get a commando in there instead. Looking at this, Shackleton Crater is looking pretty good. There's lots of water. The Shackleton Crater is the best spot on the moon because it has 19.7 water. High Fleet is coming, Chaos Space Marine. It's just a lot of work, and I'm procrastinating quite a lot on it. I apologize for that. I did get a good moon. We can't claim any sites yet, though. I'm pretty sure we can't claim any sites. I'll just check to make sure. No, we can't. So we need 4 boosts, actually. Build a command module for small spaceship in selected orbit, and we deliver from rocket. So we might be able to get there if we get more boost. So let's keep an eye on that. We need to remember when we get 4 boosts, we can potentially take the moon. Piri is better for metals and fizzles. It is, but at the start of the game we want water. Metals and fizzles are easier to get further out of the date. So should it be more supportive of leaving the Earth to its fate or not because he's part of Exodus in the first place? It is a bit of a paradox, you're right. Maybe he thinks our ship's just going to be terrible. That could be the problem. Yes, you can change bad traits, or you're better off just not getting people with the bad traits. I knew that he was going to be a problem. Cool. Singapore now has a spaceflight program. That's from our investment into their spaceflight program. So we now tell them to stop. We don't want any boost. Don't produce any boost. Get mission control. We need mission control centers. We need to be able to just look after everything. It looks like we need some welfare investment in Singapore. Although it looks like I can't actually get enough. We also have spoils. I need to fix this problem. So we've got spoils because there is corruption in this country. And it's because there is moderate inequality. So we do need to spend a little bit on welfare to fix the cohesion in the country. And I think that's the only thing we really need to worry about right now. So I'm going to invest quite heavily into welfare to try and get some cohesion back. I want these countries to be nice and chill. Yeah, he's probably like, they want to do what in my engine? Is probably what's happened there. So keep an eye. Someone shout at me when we get to 4 boosts. I will probably miss that. Okay. What are we going to do this turn? The biggest problem is... The good news is they haven't actually unlocked this.
Your orders.
Blonde is currently in super jail. He's in jail in Sydney, and there's the worst places to be in jail, I guess. We currently are sitting pretty much at our cap limit. So once we get, in fact, can we actually take this cap point? This is going to cost 12 cap. We can't actually afford to take Australia right now. We need more cap points. So we're currently sitting at 170 of 187. Actually, we can afford to take Australia, but that's the last cap point we can take. So we need to be very aware of that. What have we got in the way of... we can set national policy here in how many days? We can actually already set national policy here. It does let us see what's available, doesn't it? If I do a set national policy here, will it let us...
On my way to the capital.
It doesn't let me preview. No, there is a way to preview it. Hang on. If I check... click here to manage nations, alliances, and rivalries. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, yeah, first of all, we need to ally everybody with all of our other people. So, why can't I ally you with Kazakhstan? Not at war. New Zealand doesn't have a... Oh, because we can't ally with them. Interesting. But everything else is allied. Everyone else is allied, which is good. Let's confirm that. There is a way to check. Here we go. National policy present critical matters of state. So, cooldowns for alliances, federation unifications. We can ally with Japan on the 5th of October. Okay, that's cool. We're not going to get her to do what she's doing here. Let's have a look at agents. Yeah, we're sitting on 37, which isn't a lot. When agent gets fired, do they take secrets with them or they disappear? They actually go back into the recruitment pool, and they can be recruited by other factions, but they don't take secrets with them. Okay, there's a scientist. There's three scientists we can raise. Hijink Silverheart is available for hire. He looks more hardcore than he did originally. Oh, hang on a minute. I need to ban a bot from Twitch. /ban. Whoopsies. Okay. So Hijinks is a meme. He came up in my first ever playthrough. He is a fixer. He is affluent and transparent and has a crew, so he's got absolutely no negative traits at all. His actual attributes are not great, although he has 8 loyalty. He has a whole ton of missions he can do, but he can't actually attack anything. He can increase, stabilize, and extract. He can purge, sabotage, assassinate, investigate, defend, surveil, protect. He's just such a meme. It's pretty funny to see him. There's a kingpin here. He doesn't have what I'm looking for, though. Tech mogul. Again, doesn't have what I'm looking for. Another tech mogul. Another kingpin. So there's nobody here with Crackdown, unless someone in here. Wyatt is still here. I would like to hire him, but he's not high priority anymore. Yeah, we're looking for someone with Crackdown. Nobody here at the moment has Crackdown. We need diplomats for Crackdown. So we're gonna have to hold for now. What else do we want to do? Let's actually work out this turn. So everything is defended at the moment. There's nowhere we can capture. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we don't have any unrest in any of our countries. Kazakhstan is building a little bit more unrest. It's hardcore in inverted commas for sure. Let's stabilize Kazakhstan. Where is Kazakhstan? I always lose it. It's here. We'll stabilize Kazakhstan.
Peace to this nation. Your orders?
I'm going to do a surveil just around India, just to see if there's any spread of xenopharm.
Initiating recon.
Can you get Crackdown assault through an org? I can indeed get it through an org, yes. We just need to find an org that has it. There's no orgs available right now, I think, that have it available. So Federal Security Service we can't get, we don't control Russia. Voice of America, we don't control America. So Muscari Intelligence Solutions gives us investigate, detain, and surveil. That's actually quite useful. Stargaver gives us investigate, detain, and surveil. Getting one of these might be quite useful just to give someone investigate counselor. Let's grab that. Who do we want to be our investigator? So investigate, I believe, comes off your investigation skill. Who has the highest investigation skill in our organization right now? Nobody. Let's give it to Jebediah. That can be his new specialty. So he's now got Muscari Intelligence Services. What that means is he can investigate our counselors to find out their actual loyalty. So Jebediah is going to investigate Human. And we're going to spend some ops on that to get that to an 81% chance of success. And then Names Blonde can't do anything because he's in jail. I think you're right, Crash Test. We can pull them out of it. If I check here, we can leave the Eurasian nation now, actually. That is a thing we can do. Cooldowns for normalized relationships: Belarus, Armenia, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, September. I can get them to leave the Eurasian nation. I don't think I want to right now. I'm not sure what the bonus of us leaving it will be at the moment. So let's just leave it as is. Being in the Eurasian nation means it's allied with all the rest of it. So if they get attacked, they'll get defended, etc. I think we just want to leave that as is. How is research going? Oh, Crashes has kicked off a heist. So we are not controlling this research. We are controlling this research. We have contributed 50. Which one are we again? Are we even showing up here? Because Project X is 35. Okay, and they've contributed more. Let's just focus on mass drivers then. We'll take over this research. I think we're still ahead. We could have been 153. The initiative is close behind us. We need to keep an eye on this, make sure they don't overtake us, but we should be fine. We're at 2.1 boost as well. Let's not forget about that. Okay.
Initiating surveillance.
I'm searching for enemies, okay? The initiative have launched a probe for the moon. Project X has launched a probe for the moon. The Academy launched a probe for the moon. So, in fact, everyone pretty much has the moon probed. Okay. Humans' loyalty, actual loyalty is 5. So their loyalty is pretty low. We need to work on getting that up. We need to get someone with Inspire to inspire their loyalty up. Ooh, and they failed to bring down the... looks like Crashless was the only person... Oh no, never mind. There's quite a few people in the heist. Subadite got out, Crashless died. That's a shame. We still need Australia, Subadite. Don't worry, I'm not forgetting Australia, but nobody can crack it down until Names Blonde gets out of jail. Names Blonde at the moment is the only person who can take Australia, which has kind of knocked us back a bit. Okay, we still don't have new agents available in the agent store, so we'll just keep building up influence. There's no point taking Russia. They do have a good boost. Let's have a look at what else we've got going on. So at the moment, unrest is still rising in Kazakhstan, so I would like to do something about that. So let's get Human
Ready.
to stabilize Kazakhstan.
We'll make things safe.
We will get Jebediah
Standing
to
by.
investigate
Ready for my
Elint,
mission.
because we need to know what her loyalty is.
Tracking target.
And then, unfortunately, and then Elint needs a job. There is this person here. Oh, she can actually investigate Counselor 2. I didn't realize. We're not going to have much chance of that happening, though. What else can she do for us? She can start raising unrest. That might actually be quite good if we get, like, India, which is under control. Yes. Let's start raising unrest. No, we don't want a coup d'etat. We want to raise unrest, increase unrest in... oh, wow. There's no chance here, is there? What other countries can we raise unrest in? Start messing with people a little bit. We start raising unrest in Africa, but there's not really much point in doing that. We could raise unrest in Ireland. That would actually be pretty easy. We could raise unrest in some of the coastal, like Greece and Co.
Your orders?
Oops. Was that a 100% chance to increase unrest in India? No, it's a 0% chance. That's a shame. I would really like to do that. We could increase unrest here. That doesn't really help us. China's also very calm. It's very interesting that there's so little chance of getting an unrest increase here in China. Do you want me to raise unrest in America just so we can see the fall of America to TREB? Is that what you're calling for here? We could... we could raise unrest in America. 30% chance. Let's just roll the dice.
We'll bring it down.
Okay. I doubt she's going to get away with it. Okay, we've got the Outpost Core project. So this lets us found halves, which means we can actually now put a base on the moon if we get there first. But we need that 4 boost to do that, which is building slowly. We now need... Hab living quarters are important. What else? Space dock is also important. That lets us build ships. That also lets us boost stuff from space. So let's get the space dock researching. That's going to tick over time. We're going to complete mass driver research, which is great for us. We will bring it down. I'm curious to see what happens if America falls to pieces while this game's going on. Let's see what happens.
Tracking failed.
Okay, we didn't find out what Elin Danger's actual loyalty is. Her apparent loyalty is 1, so we do need to know what it is.
For assimilating, rather than exterminating other nations. But we should not forget that their siege weapons were terrible things to behold. History is littered with accounts of opponents simply surrendering as they watched Roman catapults approaching their walls. Colonel Hans Castillo guest lectured to officer candidates.
All right, we have now got access to space mining and refining, which is exactly what I want to research next, I think. So Ad Astra is orbitals, which is something we want to go towards eventually. Hey Polaris, thanks for joining the stream. Hey Shinobu, how's it going as well? Good to see you. Arrival domestic politics, arrival domestic politics gets us a bunch of good stuff for helping Earth out. That might be quite useful. Same with economics, same with international relations, same with sociology. Arrival mass communications lets us control the message, which is actually quite powerful. There's actual space stuff I'm not too worried about. I think space mining and refining is a good one to get our hands on because that gets us access to outpost mining complexes. So the way the research in this game works for this patch is when we research these things, we have a 100% chance of unlocking the things with 100% after them, and then we have a chance of rolling the other ones to kind of make the game different every time. I think we're going to go for space mining and refining. It might be a little bit early, but let's give it a try. And we're still working on Space Dock, we're still working on Alien Origin. Let's let that take over. Whoever's having a great day. Okay, Kazakhstan's finally calming down. That's good.
We were unable to instigate an uprising.
We weren't able to bring up an uprising around in America, unfortunately. Names Blonde should be getting out next turn, I think. Oh, possible alien abductions in the Luxor region. So Egypt has alien abductions going on. Poor puppy. That's actually made me really sad. That poor puppy. So we can do some investigation in Luxor next turn. Okay, we obviously don't have enough ops for investigating people. His name's Blonde. Name's Blonde is still in jail, and unfortunately, the Resistance have defended their control point in Sydney, so we can't actually crack that control point down yet. Let's have a look at what we want people to do. So there's not much point continuing working here. I believe the unrest is actually under control. It's down to 1.2. I will actually get them to continue stabilizing here. We want that to come under control. We need more research into welfare and unity for that to sort itself out. We were definitely going to check on Luxor. I'm going to get Elint to do that. We're going to surveil Luxor, which is in Egypt. Here it is here.
Eyes up.
And then Jebediah needs a job as well. And I'm just going to do a surveil around here. Just see if anything interesting is going on around here. Up to 3 boosts. It was 4 boosts to get a base on the moon, but let's just have another look. Where is Luna? Here it is. Avalanche is indeed using boost to maintain itself, and I can't, unfortunately, do anything about that. So we're losing 0.057 boost from Habs, from Avalanche Base Crash Test. So we still need... to find an outpost, we need 9 boost. A platform will put it in space, that's right. We actually need 9 boost to get ourselves a outpost. Thank you, Squall. I will indeed check admin. So what do we got? Well, Wyatt Benson is now available, but like we said before, Wyatt Benson is for attacking aliens, and we need someone who can crack down. Yakash Mishra should have crackdown. He does, but he doesn't have a lot of... his persuasion is at 6, which isn't terrible. Well, he is 39 years old. He is undercover, which can access enemy tier 1 habs and ships, and +1 espionage when be detected. He is aware, so he gets +1 to investigation when investigating other people. He is an addict, which is I hate addict. It's really bad. He's low profile, so +2 to be detected. He gets government access, he's a sociopath, and he's streetwise. Grigory Aseyev counts crackdown. Sokoni can crackdown, he's a journalist. So he has access to crackdown, public campaign, investigate. But I think this guy has better options because he can also purge. He can also coup. He can increase unrest. He can also turn counselors. He has some really good abilities. I just hate the fact that he's an addict. Addict is honestly such a problem. It's really bad. What else have we got? If we take this guy, though, he basically replaces Names Blonde. But then Names Blonde, if we have a look at what Names Blonde's traits are. So named blonde is cynic, which is -3 apparent loyalty, -1 loyalty. He's careless, which gives -2 security in nations where there's unrest. He's a demagogue, which is actually that bad. Really good counselor needs rehab, exactly. How hard is it to fix him? I'm not sure how hard it is to get rid of addict. A member of recognized government official status, beloved. He actually doesn't have that many bad traits. I thought he had worse ones. His only bad thing is that he's a cynic. Name's blonde isn't actually that bad, and we'll get him back next turn. Maybe we just hang on to him. The biggest problem we actually have is that he's 50 years old. That's the biggest issue we have with name's blonde. I don't think we actually need to pick up the spy, because name's blonde has... We can actually see what his things are, but he has crackdown. We could instead pick up Wyatt here. So Wyatt has government, which is positive, and he's American, so we can pick up America. We need an American control point, unfortunately. He has Pollyanna, which gets his apparent loyalty to 25, which doesn't really do anything. He is undercover, which again lets him access stuff, and he's a conspiracy theorist, which gives him +2 investigation, -1 security, -2 persuasion. That's fine. He's not going to be doing anything about persuasion. The one downside is he gives -1 influence income, but he has does he have it? Yeah, he has assault enemy. Oh, he has assault enemy asset. Yeah, so he can actually attack alien assets. The one problem is at the moment he has what's his command at? His command is at 6, which isn't bad either. He'll be our commando leader at 33 years old. So really, it's either him or it's Yaksh, Mishra, the spy. If we pick this guy up, it's going to be longer before we're actually doing anything. I don't think we need 2 people with crackdown. I think the correct buy here is Wyatt Benson. I want to buy Wyatt. That's what I'm going to go for. Yeah. We need a name for Wyatt, so I'm just going to quickly pull up the tool that Mishaps made. And we'll get a name for a counselor. Oh, it needs to be run again. Whoever suggested this name, I don't even think it's going to fit, honestly. But the name it has given us is Thaddeus. Alien Botherer. I feel like this is a TRM name if ever there was one. Botherer the Second. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thaddeus Alien Botherer the Second. Okay, he is now ready for assignment. The other problem with Wyatt is that he's got a head shaped like a Minecraft character. That's very rude of you, TRM. Alright.
Ready.
He's also got an American accent, which we're going to have to deal with for the whole game. So he needs to start attacking alien assets. That is his job. I'm not going to invest in the ops of this right now. He's going to go after the one he's got the highest chance of, which is the alien life forms in Indoor. And Thaddeus is now off to bother some aliens. At least he's got the right job.
Gear up.
Alright. Let's get Blonde back next turn. Economy expands to Singapore. The economy in Singapore has grown to the point that it has added a control point. It'll be owned by Project Exodus and has been assigned the faction's default priority template. Singapore is kicking ass. So let's set this new control point up for the same setup that we've got. So we want welfare, and we're pushing mission control. We need to get that protected. Hey, Mrs. Gozvika, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Let me just fix this screen is here as well because it's really bright and it's blinding me. Okay. That's not what I mean. Mishaps. So how do they bother aliens? So what Thaddeus Alien Botherer is doing is he is leading teams of our combat operatives in missions to destroy alien stuff. So right now they're basically going in with flamethrowers and pesticides and they're burning down all the alien flora that is starting to grow in India. I'm not actually having a go at anyone's accent, don't worry. You're all quite chill about me deciding to destroy America. Composite armor is available to research. I'm really excited for Singapore leveling up so quickly. Kazakhstan's getting more peaceful. Yes, but that's what I was thinking, Sebedite. Okay, we've got another alien fleet in low Earth orbit, so they're going to crash into the planet soon. Oh no, they crashed into China! I wonder why that happened. So I have to investigate that next turn. Thaddeus, alien botherer the second, failed to bother the aliens. So just going to try that again next turn. It's because I don't have any ops income at all right now. We need to get some ops income. Or we can't get these missions to work. Just don't miss, exactly. Okay, we should have Nameless Blonde back. We do have Nameless Blonde back. I think we're going to have to spend a turn going to ground with Nameless Blonde, because, no, he's still captured.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Thank you, Brian. Keep me right. That's fine. They're warning me about my control point in Japan. It is fine. So Thaddeus, go fight some aliens, please. Oh, cool. That alien.
We're going in.
The alien xenoflora here has disappeared, which is a little concerning. We're going to send... Now, why can't I investigate alien activity either? I thought we had an alien crash in China. Where did that happen? In the Wuhan. There's an alien crash in Wuhan. What region is that? Zan, Iroquois, Zining. Here's Wuhan here. So why can't I investigate this, people? Human, why can't you investigate this?
I'm here.
Nobody can investigate the crashed alien. That's interesting.
For my mission.
Let's do a surveil here then.
Setting a watch.
Elin danger.
Ready.
I'm a bit suspicious about the fact that the xenoflora has disappeared from here when I failed the mission. So find out what's going on
target
here.
Area.
Acknowledged.
It's very concerning because I didn't destroy it and I'm wondering what happened to it. We're up to 9 mission control now, which means that's going up nicely. We need 9 boost though, which is going to be a problem. What can we do with Jebediah right now? Jebediah... Can we do anything interesting in New Zealand? I forgot to check. So we can federate with Australia. But I think we need to control... No, because we control the government control point in Australia as well, right? So I think I can federate... I don't want to do that until the mission controls, but anyway. Yeah, hopefully another faction destroyed that, but I'm just wary. I don't really believe them when they do it. What we'll do is we'll get them to defend the new control point in Singapore, just so it's defended. Because it is vulnerable. Okay. That's pretty important. We do not want to lose Singapore now. It's becoming an economic powerhouse. The extra control point there is actually great. Cool, looking for enemies in Wuhan. Iran has completed a nuclear weapons test to the horror of the world. It gains 1 nuke and may now build more nukes. All faction control points in the nation gain 1 atrocity and suffer from negative shift of opinion public worldwide. Who is getting Iran to build nukes? Nobody controls it. No, it's the servants. Thanks, man. Thanks for letting me know. It's because I've got the xenoflora view on, and there's no xenoflora showing here at all. Like, there's no xenoforming showing in India at all. So the servants are building nukes in Iran.
On Overwatch.
Protecting our interests.
That's fine, thank you, Jebediah. Counselor Names Blonde is no longer in our custody. I need to investigate him to find out what his that's over. We don't go on TV next time and tell everyone that we're idiots.
The LZ is secure.
Okay. Thaddeus Anibal II has managed to destroy... See, here it is even in the picture. They're going in with flamethrowers and they're just burning it to the ground. So they have destroyed another nest of aliens. I'm not going to get involved in that crash test. I'm going to leave that to humanity first to deal with. They actually have territory adjacent to Iran, so we're probably going to have a new Iran war soon. Okay,
Ready for orders.
Nameless Blonde is back. Nameless Blonde's job is really to take over the mass media point in here. Can he crack it down? Just what is it going to take? So it's 1% chance. If I spend all of my influence, I can get it to 6%. It changes the Earth's climate subedite. So if I go into this screen here and go to global, the game actually tracks things like the current atmospheric carbon dioxide, atmospheric methane, atmospheric nitric oxide, and aerosols in the atmosphere. And if we don't keep xenoflora under control, it makes global warming happen at an elevated speed, which makes it harder for humans to live on the planet, and it makes it easier for the aliens to live on the planet. And What's the X on Twitch said, "You're not destroying America, America is destroying itself." That's a really good point. So it has heavy effects on climate change. We do not because we are a pro-human faction, even though we're leaving Earth,
Where to?
we want to make sure Earth is habitable until we leave. So we've got Wuhan to deal with, and we're going to go after Wuhan
Heading to
first.
the LZ.
Ready to go.
There's no areas we can take over right now. We need to save our control. Actually, we do have a little bit of a nice control point buffer. We could start taking over Indonesia, or we could look at something like Malaysia or the Philippines. We want somewhere that's PNG could be a good grab, or we need to think about where we want to capture next. Somewhere that doesn't have too many control points that we can develop over time. Unfortunately, South Korea has been grabbed. There is Taiwan, but it's part of China, and it's pretty hard to pull it out of China. We need to declare independence from China, which will probably get them to declare war on us, which means we get nuked, and I don't want that to happen to Taiwan. I'm not interested in grabbing... Vietnam could be a good grab. Vietnam actually has a pretty good... It's pretty good in terms of its... as a developing nation, it's quite high on its... Just get fusion tech and global warming, whatnot. That's a long way away, though. That's also... Yeah, Mishaps makes a good point about the servants getting involved as well. I'm just trying to think of what we can do here to make sure we're doing the most we can with our people. Also, how far are we from getting orbital... Space Dock will help us a lot when we get that finally built. This will make it a lot cheaper for us to launch stuff. Okay, let's think about what we want everybody to do. So Blonde is available.
Ready to go.
I think we need to do a public opinion campaign in Australia.
I will tell our story.
So we're going to do some public
Reporting in.
opinion campaigning
Reporting
in Australia.
Making our case.
How is public opinion in Japan right now? Public opinion in Japan isn't great. It's really hard to control public opinion in Japan. Yeah, I think that is true, Polaris. They're trying to save everybody. It's just in their own messed up way. Let's do another surveil here. There is an agent here. I don't have the ops to meet them, unfortunately. I really need to find myself an ops income.
Initiating surveillance.
And then Jebediah,
What's
I
the
want
ops?
you to come to the other hotspot here and just do a surveil. And just let me know if there's anyone working in this region.
Eyes up.
Yeah, the protectorates are like, if we prove that we're not a threat, they'll leave us alone, basically. Okay, let's confirm assignments. Let's unpause. Oh, I think there's puppy snoring happy in the background. Hey, Gamer Kane, good to see you. Drive by high. Just get fusion tech and you can warm the entire planet. You're not the first person who said that, West CX. Yeah, the fusion tech
Setting
is...
up watch.
we'll get there eventually. Lots of probes are arriving out
Our
on the
case
moon.
remains unheard.
A public campaign failed in Australia.
We hold no sway in their
Critical failure public campaign in Australia. That's not good. Cops and robbers. Jebediah Kerman and Elin Danger's personal backgrounds have brought them into conflict. Before all this happened, the two of them were on different sides of justice, each considering the other an affront to their morals and their way of life. Now the arrival of the aliens has forced them to work together in the Project Exodus, and that doesn't mean they're happy about it. They still view each other with deeply harbored suspicion, just waiting for an excuse to pounce on the other. I like the resistance approach to proving you're a huge threat that needs to be left alone. That is pretty good. Yeah, we're definitely going to build some more space hotels for people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. We're also going to build a space weed farm again. That was very powerful last time. Yeah, I think the servants want to be elevated as aliens, basically. Okay, so we've got the two of them have to put up with it. Jebediah's loyalty will choose my -3. His apparent loyalty will choose my -3. Put Jebediah Kerman and Elin Danger behind bars for a little while as a treat. Jebediah's loyalty will change by 1. His apparent loyalty will change by 1. Elin Danger will be detained at their current location for 6 mission phases. Ugh. Why can't they just get along? I do need tons of fistulas, you are correct. But that's what, like, Mercury and stuff are for. I'm building the boost up so we can get a mine on the moon. This is a Terra. This is a Sophie's choice here. I either tank their loyalty even further, or I lose Elin Danger for 6 turns. I think I want to take I have to take the loyalty tag. I hate that. I hate that. Yep, you heard it right, Polaris C8. You heard it right here first.
Remains operational.
Yeah, Elin. Elon was getting mine, but we weren't putting Jebediah in prison either. That was weird. Okay, we got another alien fleet in orbit. Another alien fleet in orbit. So there's 2 alien fleets in orbit right now. One of them has crashed into Guatemala. Org Marketplace has been updated. That's important to check. We'll do that first. We'll also check for level ups, actually. Okay, no level ups. What have we got? So Voice of America is available. That gets us public campaign. It gets us +1 perception and +2 influence and 1% knowledge. Air Force Special Command Operation gets Extract Counselor. It gets us 3 ops income. That's pretty good. Viking Communications gets us +2 influence, +1 research. Beta is better than it was. Okay, that's good to know. Mercury is for cheap solar power. It is indeed stage 1. We're going to build, from what I understand, is antimatter has been heavily nerfed, but I did have a massive antimatter farm around. I was hoping we could get Air Force Special Command on Thaddeus, but it looks like we can't. That's because Thaddeus has admin 1. Yeah, I think you're right there, Mishaps. All right, I think we're going to pick up Air Force Special Command so we can hold on to it. I just want to make sure. Must have government. We must have a control point in the United States, so we can't actually grab this. It's saying I can grab it, but I don't have a control point in the United States, so I shouldn't be able to grab this. The only thing I can grab is Viking, which is +2, +1. That's actually really nice. Who is the guy with admin 10? It's you. You can't grab. Yeah, you can grab Viking. I want to grab Viking for you. I'm pretty sure if we try and buy this, it won't let us. Surely I can't. Counselor must have these traits. Faction must have a control point in the United States or a counselor from there. Yes. So I can grab Air Force Special Command. I will grab Air Force Special Command. Air Force Special Command gets me an ops income, which is actually really, really strong. As soon as our guy has leveled up, I will move it over to him because he needs the extra command as well. Okay. Being able to grab American orgs is actually massively powerful. I'm really glad that we can now. Okay, we need to do assignments for this turn. I remember going on last time and having to build a huge assault-attack tube in Saturn. Yeah, that's kind of where I lost my last campaign. Exactly as Alanis. I do need an ops income, and now I've got 3.1, which is huge. I have some supporters in America. I don't trust... We can't take America. It's too... We don't have enough control points to do that. Okay. I want to work on public opinion in Japan, and I want to work on public opinion in Australia. We'll get a bigger payoff in public opinion in Australia because we need to take this control point of the resistance. That is going to be available for us to take in the 30th of November, 2024. So he's not actually a traitor, Cividite. It's fine. Nothing bad will happen from me giving control of American Air Force Command to a man who went on TV and said bad things about our faction. Nothing bad will happen, I promise you. It'll all be good. So let's just quick check on unrest. Unrest is at 1.4 in Kazakhstan. What we'll do is we'll just keep tapping Kazakhstan, keep that unrest under 1.5. If it's about 1.2, we don't need to worry about anyone cooing us.
Restoring order.
Thaddeus Alien Botherer is going to go and assault alien assets. That is what he's going to spend most of his life doing. I can actually afford to spend some ops on this. Let's get that up to 75%.
Going in hot.
Elon Danger and Names Blonde are going to try and boost public opinion in Australia for us. I just want to try and push this right over the edge here. And then they're probably going to move to Japan.
Ready for my mission.
Ready.
And Jebediah Kerman. His job is a little bit more awkward, but now that we've got an Oxycut, excuse me, he can start investigating people. Hey Derp, good to know. How's it going? Public support comment was Armenia, not the US. Okay. America, Armenia, the same country. Let's get you... There is an unknown counselor here in Wuhan. 81% chance to investigate them. Let's find out who this is.
Initiating surveillance.
Who's messing around in Wuhan? It's probably a sermon. I think Russia just got kicked out of Ukraine. Ukraine were losing the war, so that's good to see. It looks like they have been. Did it say anything about it in the side? What on earth? The prankster was debunked. I must have missed something. But yeah, it looks like Russia has indeed been knocked out of the country. But they have 3 armies. The 20th Guards Army is moving with the 1st Tank Guards Army and the 8th Guards Army are all moving into Kharkiv. So unfortunately, the war is still going. No one has been to the bridge yet. I don't actually have anyone capable of bridging. Could Thaddeus bridge people?
Orders?
Yes. Thaddeus can bridge people, so it will come up, although his espionage is pretty low. Thaddeus needs to get 2 admins so that we can actually give him control of what we need him. Armenia's looking at just the north of central Massachusetts.
We've found nothing of note.
Okay, we did manage to work out who that person was. That's a shame.
Order is returning.
Stabilization in Kazakhstan. We should
The
keep that
people
under
will
control.
come to our side.
Australia.
Winning their hearts and minds.
Australia loves the idea of a fleeing Earth. They love the idea of leaving Earth behind. They're like, we already fled to Australia once. Let's keep fleeing. France, under control of the Initiative, and Greece have decided to merge into a single nation. What is that called? I guess that's the European Union. Yeah. So the European Union is now Greece and France. That is an interesting development. Good luck. That's all I'll say. Europe is going to get ruined.
Target secured.
Cool. Good work, Thaddeus. I do need a guy spanning Inspire. You are completely right, and I don't have it yet. We're probably going to get rid of Elent Danger, I think, for someone who can spam Inspire when we get a new income. I've been playing Aurora Forex recently. I wonder if the event list is inspired from the game to some extent. Aurora has a lot more control, though. Aurora is really cool. I've read some really good Let's Plays of Aurora. We didn't flee Australia. The British gave us a one-way trip. That's true, SDX. Well, maybe Project Exodus is going to give you a one-way trip the other direction. And then the indigenous peoples will be able to take their land back. Let's well, what are we going to do this term? Okay, we've did a new alien fleet inbound. We're up to 4.5 boost, which isn't actually what we want. We want 9 boost. How are we looking on research? Space dock is on its way. We're ahead for space mining. We've contributed 437. Nobody else is even close on that. I'm going to drop this down to a 33% investment to speed these up. We don't have anywhere that needs to be defended right now. The biggest concern, the biggest frustration I have is that the Resistance, although the Resistance are actually also building mission control, which is great. They're investing in the nation for us. Is it under initiative or Resistance? What's this? Who is here?
Ready for my mission.
Oh, Elent Danger. So it's just annoying that I don't have the
Standing
power
by.
to crack down. I mean, we can spend all of our influence, right? We'll get that to 11%. Let's get some public opinion work done in Japan, because Japan is starting to be not too sure on the message of leaving behind their nation.
Making our case.
I understand that. So let's
At
just
your service.
let's pay for some ads.
I'm here.
Let's maybe get some manga commissioned
Must persuade
that is all about people colonizing new planets. Get some giant robots involved. Japan is probably going to be where we invest in our super army, by the way, later in the game. We're going to build army here, and we're going to get an advanced army here. So we want to get the national pride high so that people are ready to go and get in their giant mechs. Okay. Thaddeus can increase unrest. I would love to start messing around with America. But you know where else might be really fun to increase unrest? Iran. Because they have nukes, and I don't want that to happen. So we're going to start messing around in Iran. Why is it countries controlled by the servants are so hard to mess around in? We should divert some Kazakhstan pips towards things that prevent their increase in unrest. Yeah, you're probably right. I probably should do that. So I actually am. I'm investing in economy, welfare, and unity. So it's just going to take some time, Zealous. So I can't actually increase arrest here. Beirut. What's this? Israel, Lebanon. So unfortunately, increasing unrest in Iran is like impossible because for some reason they have absolutely no unrest, which is just wild. That was my plan. It is mind control. It is actually mind control. America's unrest is rising on its own. They're up to level 2 unrest. Let's just give them a poke. I'm not going to spend any of our very low amounts of
Where to?
ops to do that.
Standing by for orders.
Jebediah, I want you to try and investigate this person again for me.
Investigating target.
Just to remind everybody, we do have a full solar system we're playing in here.
Person of interest surveilled.
Okay, he's a tycoon working for... When targets identity powered with the initiative. Okay, interesting. We do have a full solar system. Just to remind everybody. Hey, Gurgly.
Stabilizing.
The patch is making things a little bit more interesting. The AI is doing more. We're currently racing them to the moon at the moment.
We've moved the needle.
Oh, is Europe initiative or resistance? I will go and check that for you.
The people will come to our side.
Their leaders remain in power.
He's very serious, our man. Okay, the European Union is under a mixed control of the initiative and the resistance, which is nuts. We do indeed have alien tracking, Derp 123. As you can see, if I zoom out, we can see that we've got aliens inbound from Make. They're all heading into the inner system. We've got new orgs available. We'll check those out just now. We'll check if anyone is ready for a level up as well. Let me just zoom back into Earth. Okay, no. Okay, the only thing we can grab here is Jolt Games. Jolt Games, actually a really good buy. There's way more regions. It's actually feeling a lot more relaxed. So Jolt Games gives +1 command. For now, I'm going to give that to Thaddeus. It's just an easy buy. It also gives somebody Assault Alien Asset. So if we don't have it, we now have that kind of under control. That's all we can buy at the moment. How is research looking? Are we still in the lead? We're still in the lead here. And Space Dock is almost done. We can perform a hostile takeover mission on Paul to acquire Luoyang investigations. Let's see what he's got, actually. So we did identify this dude last turn. So I've decided to leave Europe to the AI gurgling. And what we're doing is we're taking over Asia Pac. And I am letting the AI do whatever it wants over here to see what happens. Okay, so we found this guy here. Yeah, this guy here. What orgs does he have? He has Luoyang investigations, investigate council, investigate alien, detain council. We've got Icarus Brands. We've got Marius Minerals. Ooh, space mining output bonus 2%, +1% economy, +2% spoils. Just like the simulations, exactly, Derp. Sabotage facility, +1 ops, +1 command. That's not bad. Public campaign, +2 money, +2 initiative, +2 social science. Public campaign. He's got some really good orgs here, actually. Thaddeus, I think, has... Thaddeus? Who has sabotage? Is it Elant?
Where to?
I'm going to assassinate. I don't... Oh, wait. I've got hostile takeover. Seize an org from enemy council for our own use. Also may target faction pool orgs not assigned to any council. Certain faction-specific orgs are immutable. Unfortunately, you don't have great... Are you? I mean, if we hit a 1% chance, bring it up to a 6, that's not going to happen, is it? What is the... Oh, you're going to bridge... You want me to bridge him mishaps? But he's not doing anything wrong. He's just working for the... actually, he's a tycoon working for the initiative. Faction control mode, sure. That's faction popularity, faction control. There we go. So, the servants have Russia. That was a mistake. Why did I let that happen? The servants have Russia. The servants have Iran. The servants have India. Nobody has America. South America has mostly been untouched. Africa has mostly been untouched. We have a little bit of Southeast. This game could already be broken. We could already have lost. Because the servants have all of Russia, and I didn't notice. Although the servants are way over their control points, so we may be able to steal Russia from them, but we do not have the control points to do that at the moment. Let's focus on our own team right now. Let's get some missions. So, some easy stuff first of all. Blonde is going to continue pushing public opinion in Japan. I'm just a little bit worried about Japan falling behind for us. What's it at the moment? It's getting there, so we'll just spend this up to about 80%. Yes, exactly. The servants are actually in a great position.
Ready to go.
All right.
Standing by for orders.
Unrest in Kazakhstan is still at 1.2. So I'm just going to continue to just stabilize it. We should stay on top of it.
We'll turn down the heat.
The problem of too much help early on. Yeah, that may be what we're seeing here. We still have no chance of taking Australia, sadly. Looks like Germany might join the Initiative EU. Yeah, it does look like the way, doesn't it? Also, Italy is maybe being worked on as well. Germany's definitely a high chance of joining. I'm really interested to see how this develops. What I would love to happen is for the factions to kind of fight over Earth, while I kind of leave Earth behind, and maybe even get a population on another planet, and start actually generating resources from that population. It'll be very hard to do, but it might be a really fun way to try and bring the game out. I'm going to go to ground with Human. She's just a little bit too many people looking after her. Jebediah, I'm going to go to ground on as well, just to get these people
Going off the grid.
other people's radars. We're up to 4.9 boost. We're getting a little bit closer to being able to go to the moon, get our first mining base built. We'll also get a space dock built pretty soon as well.
Initiating deep cover.
I'm playing a servants at least once on how their side plays. The game's pretty fair and it adds them to what the player can do mostly. Servants break some of that. We could indeed take Papua New Guinea really quickly. I'm loath to get invested in it until we've got Australia, but I might need to do it. Struggle to smuggle. Names Blonde confronts Elent Danger over her smuggling. Get some perspective, snaps Elent Danger. We're facing an alien invasion and we need money. Who cares where it comes from? That's exactly why our practices need to be above board, Names Blonde returns. I can't not try and do a James Bond accent. We need to appeal to humanity's best nature if we're going to unite against this threat. Neither side can see, so it falls to you to decide the matter. I don't have the boost crash test. I need 9 boost, not 4. Legitimacy is key. We cannot tarnish reputation. Gain 100 influence. Trigger the following effects. Names Blonde loyalty increases by 3. Elite Dangers decreases by 6. Money is money. Doesn't matter where we got it. Names Blonde loyalty drops by 6. Elite Dangers comes by 3. The real answer is that we must be flexible. They both hate me. Getting Names Blonde's loyalty up by 3 is actually great, and I'm thinking about getting rid of Elent Danger anyway. So I'm going to pick this. We're going to probably swap Elent Danger out for someone who can inspire. He's not a
Violence is abating.
He's a useful trader. That's the problem. He's a very useful
We're winning
trader.
their hearts and minds.
It's true to say you've already lost, but having Russia is not big a
moving in
deal.
our direction.
Of course, you can sabotage whenever. Yes, that's a good point. Don't worry, I'm not going to give up. Like, the whole world could be on fire, and there'd be nukes ever. I'd still be trying to win. I would never give up. Russia, under control of the servants, has declared war on Georgia. Okay. Nice try, Dr. Doctor. Good to see you, by the way. I hope everyone's enjoying the servants denied all involvement with the... Oh god, I'm not going to read that. That's awful. Okay. We're up to 5.3 boost. One thing I wanted to check this turn, actually, is, do I want to upgrade... Okay, it does actually have a platform core. Cool. I wanted to just make sure this place actually had a platform core. If I build a solar collector, it's going to cost me how much boost? 1.5 boost. Okay, I don't want to do that then. We may want to consider getting some armies in Kazakhstan. That's actually very prudent. That's very prudent indeed. We can also fly our... Oh, we need to get them allied to do that, though. At the moment, Kazakhstan is part of the Eurasian nation, which is part of Russia. In order for the servants to declare war on Kazakhstan, they would need to break the Eurasian nation. If that happens, we will be able to ally with Kazakhstan, and we'll be able to bring Australia's armies to Kazakhstan to defend it. So, also the GDP in Australia is going... Whoa. Resistance has an open control point in Australia. Alert.
Acknowledged.
Let's purge that. Purge it. We're going to purge that.
We're taking power.
And we'll be able to control Australia. If we get this, it's huge. This is huge. This means we can fully control Australia. And so Australia currently has no armies? Australia currently has no armies at all. And they're at information age level. In addition, Japan has no armies at their information age level. Singapore has no armies. And Kazakhstan has no armies in their atomic age level. Getting a spy on servants and one other enemy is great. Info on their other... Yes, I do really want to get a spy set up here. As soon as the agent pool updates, we are going to get rid of Elent Danger and replace him with someone we can try and get set up as a spy / inspirer. Okay, we really need this to happen. This is huge. In terms of other people, Thaddeus has nothing to really do right now because there's no alien assets, so we're going to get him to surveil areas where stuff has happened. Because there is a crash site. Wait. Okay, we have a bug in the game. Because there is an alien crash site here. And apparently Human, Elin Danger, Jebediah, and Thaddeus all have a 100% chance of completing this mission. But I can't do the investigate mission because targets may be invalid for this mission because the counselor cannot reach the target, the counselor is not human, and the counselor may not be on Earth. But all of these things are correct, yet I cannot get anyone to investigate this alien UFO crash site, which is a little bit concerning.
Setting a watch.
I'm here.
You just continue to stabilize Kazakhstan for now. I think Crash Test has raised a very valid point. We're going to have to start building an army in Australia. I think Australia is our best target for army building for now. We'll get you to just work on public opinion in Japan for me. Anzac Day is coming up. You should take over Unifying New Zealand to celebrate. I can actually do that, but I want to build on my mission control and boost first. What has a cost, Brian? 10 daggers? Maybe a trade that blocks China. Could be. There could be something that's blocking China.
Ready for orders.
That's right. It might have an ops cost. Yes, I understand what you're talking about now. Let's have a look.
Reporting in.
It has a cost. It doesn't tell me how much it is. So it's probably, you're right, it's probably ops. So it's not a bug. I just don't understand how the game works. That's good to know. What else we're going to do? I want to actually advise... I want to advise Japan because that'll get us even more research out of them.
Lending my expertise.
And then let's unpause the game. Yeah, you'll got there just, and then I got there.
You cannot just send up a bunch of diggers and hope for the best. Even dirt doesn't behave the same way up there. One might as well build a house upon a pile of rice. Director Khalid Alashgar, from his irregular newsletter, preparing for tomorrow.
Okay. We are... Thank you, Miss Sass, but I've got 5 ops. I think it's 10 ops. 5 ops is for assault alien asset. We now have space mining, which is very, very big. That gets us access to the Outpost mining complex. That's something that we want to research. Why did we not get to pick the new research? Did we not have it at the end? Hang on. Did we lose out right at the end of that and we didn't get to pick? Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to go for a double investment in here. I had 4.5 ops at the time. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everybody. I have 5 boosts, not 5 ops. No, oh yeah, I have 4.8. Oh, thank you all for putting up with my absolute face palming, by the way. I'm just the worst streamer ever.
I will help them.
Initiating recon.
Thanks for letting me know, Gurgly. I missed that. That's annoying. Yeah, TRM. Cheers. I missed that.
Things are cooling off.
It's okay. We'll get this.
The needle.
At least everyone's succeeding. Come on with the perch. Perch.
In 1954, the Americans built the first nuclear-powered submarine and changed the course of naval warfare. Now,
that might have happened too, Brian.
It is upon us
yeah.
to become the creators of the first nuclear-powered spaceship. It is upon us to define warfare in space. Commander Fiona Ayawade comments to media at Churchill shipyards.
I need to keep a closer eye on it then. The colors should tell me. As long as this circle is yellow, we're happy. So nuclear fusion in space is now research, which now gets us access to fission pile research, which is another big one. What did they pick as the new one? Arrival economics. Okay. That's great music. I love this track.
Control here.
Yes. We control Australia.
Wrapping up here.
Okay. We need to invest in Australia's economy because it is actually floundering. Australia also has really bad inequality, so we need some unity, and we're going to invest a little bit into welfare as well. We need to turn Australia into a powerhouse. So no more political infighting, no more. This is going to be Project Exodus's space-based land base, and we're going to sort it out. We've got a Perth Space Center up and running. We've also got Cape York launch site, and we've got Brisbane Space Center, and then we've also got Melbourne and Sydney are core economic regions. You keep hearing the dog snoring? Yeah, she's actually licking herself at the moment, which isn't quite as cute. I can't believe we've got Australia. I'm so happy for that. That changes a lot of things. We can now look at taking like Papua New Guinea or something. Okay. Big news. We need to defend Australia. So let's do that first. New orgs are also available. That's good to know. So let's get... I think Jebediah can defend. We're going to defend Australia.
Securing our control.
I think it's just... New Zealand needs defended as well. I think Eland can defend. Yes. Eland will defend New Zealand.
Securing our interests.
Put the emus to work, save the fuel costs. Exactly. Okay, let's have a look at the orcs. And check for level ups as well. Gonna level up on Eland. And even though I'm annoyed at Eland, we're gonna keep augmenting her. So for now, we're just gonna focus on admin. Jebediah also has a level up, so for him it's admin as well. I can also remove loss averse on him, but it's not that bad at the moment. Name's blood. Okay, so we've got access to the Nemezia Foundation. Counselor cannot have sociopath, gets plus 5% knowledge. The Australian Signals Directorate is available, which gives surveil location. It gives +2 investigation, +1 espionage. I like that, TRM. If you go to Australia, Kazakhstan, and Japan, you probably have decent space elevator telelocations. There we go. No way in fighting for us. We're trying to leave the solar system, and that seems more believable. Yeah, I know. Why don't we put the emus in charge? A few people have been asking about that, Westius. I think that might be where we go. Interpol gives +1 ops income. It gives +2 investigation and +2 security. That's pretty good. And then we've got the Calypso Fund, which gives +4% welfare investment. All 3 of these, in fact, all 4 of these are great buys. Nemezia costs nothing to pick up and just gives +5% knowledge income. Let's just grab that. Oh, it costs 100. Hang on, it costs 100. I missed that. It costs 100. That's right. So we currently have 161 available to us. Do I want the Australian Signals Directorate or do I want Interpol? Investigate, surveil, crackdown to 10. Getting someone else crackdown would be really good. And +2 investigation, +2 security. You know who could grab this? We could give this to Jebediah, and this would help him investigate people, and it also gives him crackdown. So let's grab Interpol for him. On it, but thank you, Sijuan. Based on our physics, don't know how game mechanics work for such things. Yeah, there's no space elevators in this game, unfortunately. Okay, there's some other good stuff in here. We have to keep an eye on our income. Let's have a quick look at the recruitment station. I'm looking for... Rebels might have Inspire. She doesn't. There's a hacker here. She would have Inspire. Evangelists, thank you. He doesn't have Inspire. He looks a little bit crazy. You don't have Inspire. Celebrity doesn't have Inspire. There's no one here with Inspire at the moment. Hamster wheels aren't great in zero gravity. Yeah, Interpol was a good pickup, TRM. I'm glad that you support my investment into Interpol. Okay, so we've got to defend interests. We now have control of Australia. Where do we want to pick up next? We could either pick up Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea, I'm pretty sure Australia has a claim on it. So Australia has a claim on New Zealand. Yeah, and there's a claim. So Port Moresby has a claim on Indonesia. So we can bring these together. Studying Terra equals crazy. That's right. The Evangelist did have Inspire. Okay. Also, some traits give Inspire. Thanks for pointing that out, everybody. Let's have a look at that. I was too busy looking at his hair. He does indeed have Inspire. So he is anxious, which is -1 loyalty every time a counselor from this faction is assassinated. He's apocalyptic. +1 persuasion nations have used nuclear weapons in this campaign. Prosperous, so he gets +3 income. Careless, so he's -2 security, -2 espionage. And he's a demagogue, which means that as long as he's in places where there isn't too much education, he is useful. What else does he have? He's got Inspire, he's got Crackdown. He's got Turn Counselor. That's a really useful package, honestly. He's 40 years old. There's also this Evangelist who also has Inspire, Crackdown, Turn Counselor. She's 38. She's indulgent, so she gets -2 money. She's famous, so she gets us 9 influence a turn. But we're building them everywhere, Sage 1. But yes, it's a weird place to start. 5. So that's interesting. She covers her indulgence by being wealthy. And she's a Pollyanna, so I won't know her. She has less negative traits. 60 influence to buy, though, which I don't have. You're thinking about we should grab Africa? Africa's a hard one because we need to unify Africa. What I'm thinking is eventually we can research the Pacific Defense Front, which basically unifies most of the Asia Pac nations into one nation, which is kind of where I want to go with it. But I don't have the influence to buy them. You're right. We could look at taking PNG. PNG is already weak, and that gives us a claim on Indonesia. So we start working our way through Indonesia as well. I think PNG is developing. They definitely take a while to work on, but how much control points are they going to cost us? 4.27. So yeah, we could take PNG. Let's get Blonde to purge that PNG point that the initiative have left vulnerable. We'll spend 8 influence on that.
Targeting the opposition.
I'm here.
Let's get Human. No, let's get Elon. No, you can't do that.
Ready for orders.
The Philippines is weak as well. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, the Philippines is too cracked as well. Is the Philippines a better place to grab right now? So this is 10. We can't afford to take the Philippines right now. The control points are too expensive, but we will need to go in there at some point. Let's grab PNG for now. Thaddeus can finally investigate the crash site because I finally have enough points for it. Oops. And we probably need to bring. Look at the passive public opinion for the Project Exodus in Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is probably so excited about being like at the forefront of space exploration again. They're super behind our faction. But let's just work on bringing down that. They're actually at peaceful, but I'm gonna just keep stabilizing.
We'll make them safe.
Traits that make a nations unable to hide are the worst. Late enemies start assassinating and stealing your science. Way to stop them is not being seen. So you think them being a public figure is bad, man? Fair enough. Are there inspirational orgs? There are, but none are available at the moment that I can see. So CF Heavy Industries gives hostile takeover advise. This gives investigate counter stabilized nation. We know what these two do. Communications security establishment gives surveil, and Calypso gives welfare. So there's none yet, but they will probably pop up. Okay, everyone's got an assignment. Let's confirm the turn and unpause. What's happening in Malaysia in Asia Pac is I think there's a lot of corruption which is messing with the GDPs of all these nations. If once we get in there, we deal with unity problems and we deal with those other problems, we can bring their GDPs up and stop them being broke. Classic Russia. Even Russia's looking bad. Yeah, how is Russia looking? They're investing in bringing the army up. Russia's losing population. Russia's inequality is rising. Their per capita GDP is going. Their actual GDP is going down, and they're turning more and more authoritarian.
Our people have taken control.
Okay, we now control PNG. Let's actually sort out their priorities. So we want to try and fix this nation. Not fix this nation, that's not the right way to put it. We want to try and bring this place up. So we're going to invest quite heavily in economy and welfare to start with. Knowledge is not important we want some knowledge, we want some unity. Something like this. Funding is also... Funding is good, but not until the nation's actually set up. I think we're going to focus on this. So we're going to get a little bit of economy, a little bit of welfare, a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of unity, and then a little bit of the space program. We're going to get Papua New Guinea into the space race. Alright, how are we looking? You could purge Russia to mess with the servants? No, because the control points in Russia are worth a ton. So the control points in Russia are worth 17, so it would put us over our control point maximum, and then we'd be in... It's bad. We don't want that to happen. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. I meant to mute the mic. I didn't get there in time. Okay, we're about to get space dock. Alien Origin is ticking along. We're still ahead for photonic computing. We'll just keep the double investment there. Sorry, T-Man. What else do we want to do? We need to defend PNG. So let's get Jebediah to do that.
Protecting our interests.
There's nothing for Thaddeus to chase down right now. Let's try and find some other people. So there's this person here. So let's get Elin to investigate them. They have a 10% chance on them. It's 18, 8, 61. Who's this person here on 61? Actually, I can just click on this. There's a person here in Malaysia, 69% chance to investigate them. Let's not spend any ops on it. Let's just take this.
Initiating surveillance.
I have
your service.
I have a really bad habit of suppressing my sneezes. Thank you, Gregory. And they sound weird when I do it. It's a weird thing. Also, if anyone is interested, by the way, I'm going to DreamHack Melbourne this weekend. I've never been to DreamHack before. It's the first time DreamHack has come to Melbourne. If there's anything you want me to check out, I'm happy to do so, and I'll post about it on the Discord or on Twitter. But yeah, that is the thing that's happening. I haven't actually announced that I'm going yet, but I am actually going there. It's a little bit awkward right now with what to do with Thaddeus. We should probably just be doing some surveilling. Let's make sure nobody is actually operating in any of our nation states at the moment.
Eyes up.
Especially anywhere where we have lost a lot of... Actually, our approval rating is just so high everywhere. Except in PNG. We should actually probably... Oh, whoa. Approval rating in Singapore is in the toilet. Wow. Okay, we need to do some work on that. How's the unrest here? Unrest is fine, but we have a really bad public opinion situation in Singapore.
We must persuade.
So let's work on that. And before Elin fails, this 9% investigation gets bridge. Solves the problem having to be rid of her. Human needs a job for this turn. I want to just make sure if there's anyone actually doing any work here.
On Overwatch.
Because there could be someone trying to bring our public opinion in Singapore down. If it gets down too low, they can coup us out. So we need to put on top of that. You're hacking dreams here, so I guess Speed Briefs still have a booth. Speed Briefs? What's that? Oh, heist is available, everybody, if you want to go heisting. Cool. We can now build outpost mining complex. No, we can now research outpost mining complexes. We will do that as soon as space docks are done.
Initiating recon.
Securing our control.
On Overwatch.
So we have to bring up public opinion in Papua New Guinea and Singapore.
Complete.
Nadine Strabo, target's identity is affiliated to the Protectorate.
We'll be ready for new orders.
We do not like... Oh, the Protectorate are working on America. We didn't get that much information out of here. No one controls America yet. Good luck on the heist, everybody. Jesus, Doctor, you've gone in with
Public
a lot.
opinion is moving in our direction.
Bushfires. A large bushfire has broken out in Perth. This fire started threatening some inhabited areas. We mitigate the damage by sending ops teams to the local area. Unfortunately, I don't have enough ops to do anything about it, so we just have to rely on the local fire brigades to deal with the bushfires. Hopefully they've got a good fire relief plan in place. Mishaps was going to join, then T-Rem did. Well, T-Rem is doing me again. Good luck on the good luck Mathwood, good luck Brian, good luck on the heist, everybody. Okay, space dock is done. Excellent. We can now build space docks. Let's get outpost mining complexes researched. We're up to 6.4 boost. We're slowly getting there. That is a lot of money that's going to be on Dr. corpses. I was hoping the cursed one to stay away. They can't keep T-Rem away. That's normal for us. Why is it even an event? Hardly worth mentioning. Because it's there because we can do something about it and stop it from being as big of a disaster. Okay, we've got some new orgs. Let's have a look at them. We've actually got some cash at the moment. You also have a level up. Let's get your admin up. Let's go check for level ups first. No one else has a level up. Okay, so we've got Pacific Intelligence, Surveil, Investigate, Advise, +1 investigation. I think that's all I can afford right now. Yeah. We need influence for a lot of this stuff, and I'm not letting influence stack up. Oh, did everybody die? Why do you all go in on these heists? They are such a bad deal. I need to go in and I need to change the odds of heists. That's crazy. F's in chat. I'm gonna put an F in because that is just. That is... Oh, I did an F in the wrong chat. That is so sad. So much money just got lost. Well, that's one way to keep the economy from getting inflated. Remember, you can spend your points on text-to-speech messages as well as sound files. It feels to me like I need more stuff for you to spend your channel bucks on rather than just hoarding them through heists. Just to put it into perspective, by the way, Nortonius, who has the most points right now? Mishaps and Chaos Space 392 have the most points, followed by T-Ram, Winterwolf, and Tavian. So yeah, they're the ones that are taking all of your money. T-Ram is an undercover comp. I think they are. Okay, anyway, back to the game. We're gonna get Nameless Blonde to work on public opinion in PNG.
I will try to sway the public.
We're going to get Elint to work on public opinion in Singapore.
At your service. Making our case.
Thaddeus has an alien crash site in Guatemala to investigate.
Standing by.
Man, I think, how are we doing for unrest? Unrest is... Why is Boost going down in Kazakhstan? That's interesting. Anyway, unrest. We have 2.6 unrest in Papua New Guinea, so let's deal with that.
Restoring order.
Standing by for orders.
Can also do something about that as well.
We'll make things safe.
Everyone's checking their points now. You like the low odds, okay. What I would love to do is actually rewrite the text for the heist so it fits the channel a bit better. Oh yeah, you get ranking points based on how much money you have related to high fleet ship classes. So that's why some of you like Paladins, some of you Lightnings.
Order is returning.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
I'm glad you're having fun with it. Oh, the heist won't be available for a while, Brian. The police need a rest. It's too hot right now. The police just killed like 15 people on a heist. Iran, under control of the service, has agreed with Israel to end the Israel-Palestine war. Well, okay. Do you think it's commands? I think... Oh no, it is...
Here's what we found.
I think TTS has come down in price. I don't think it's at 150 right now. I think I made it. Commands. How much did I make it? Oh, it's over here. Commands. I can't find how much I made it. I think I put it down in priced.
Brian Dewhurst says, press F while the cops reload.
There you go. No, they started a war a long time ago. It looks like Palestine managed to fight them off. You lost your ship? Damn, Doctor. You lost so much there. Okay. New turn, new month. First of all, Japan needs to be defended. We'll get... can Elin
Ready
defend?
for orders.
We'll get Elin to defend Japan. There's somebody here.
Ready.
Jebediah. Who is this and why are they in Japan?
We'll see what they're up to.
We may have a candidate for bridging.
Reporting in.
Thaddeus, you don't have anything to do right now. In terms of unrest, we have 1.6 unrest in PNG. So we're going to get Human to work on that. No, I sent her to the wrong place.
I'm here.
Oh, no, I didn't. She's fine. We can start looking at taking some of Indonesia, although Indonesia is now protected. The Philippines is not protected. We have 43. We can start taking Philippines. 10, yeah. We can start taking... So let's purge out Philippines. Oh, only 8% chance? Oh, is it because there's no public opinion for us? Alright, we need to work on public opinion here, though. But how's public opinion here? Public opinion here is fine. Public opinion here needs a bit of work. Actually, public opinion in Papua New Guinea is really bad. I do need to spend more time investing in that.
Our case.
And then Thaddeus... Oh, he took it by socials, Craig. I'm not actually using Blue Sky much at the moment, but I am getting more active on Twitter. I'm trying to use it a bit more because apparently if I want to get into PAX, I need to have a bigger presence on Twitter. So I'm trying to post on Twitter more. And I'm having some fun with Hooded Horse on Twitter recently, actually. I posted pictures of the helmet they sent me. Did I tell you that Hooded Horse sent me a helmet? Hooded Horse sent me a helmet. I posted stuff about that on Twitter, and a couple of other things. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Making things safe for our people.
Alarming new disease. New disease spreading. Global Health Watch has reported highly alarmed of a new variant of Rift Valley fever, a bunya virus, which can spread from human to human. Severe case symptoms can include liver failure, loss of vision, or even a hemorrhagic fever. Even more worrisome is its tendency to cause miscarriage if infecting a pregnant person. There is currently no treatment or vaccine. The World Health Organization has declared the virus a public health emergency of international concern. Provide funding. Pay 100. Event unlocks successful treatment, triggers the following events, grants a small public opinion boost for Project Exodus around the world. Yeah. So one of the things they ask for, TRM, when you're signing up for a ticket, if like for access as a content creator, is what your Twitter account is. So, okay. We've learned new information about Marilyn Dayton. We know that Tarzan Marilyn Dayton is working for the initiative as a tech mogul.
Wrapping up here.
So they're now all the way over here. The initiative seems to be messing around in our back garden quite a lot. She has a lot of orcs. Holy crap. I'm really far behind on orcs. If this is the amount of orcs that she is carrying around with her. All of her project, we want that.
T-Rem says, alarm alarm. Revolving light neurona just dropped.
Yes. She has a lot of good stuff here. Intrepid Consulting is also very good. Damn, how did they get all this stuff? I haven't been able to afford anything. We need to try and subvert. We need to try and steal some stuff from her.
Order is returning.
That's crazy.
Off. The people will come to our side.
Sisters and brothers, I remind you,
okay.
The Lord said,
we finally have control over research.
Boast over him who hews with it, or the saw magnify itself against him who wields it. It is our destiny.
This is a very long
right
quote. You have to wait to finish.
Embrace the marvels he has seen fit to provide us. The enemy would have you believe this is playing God, but nay. We are taking dominion of our world and claiming our rightful place at his right hand. Superior Judith Howell, Xenobaptist Sermon.
3 weeks before the Night of Cleansing Flame. That's concerning. Alright, what do we want to research next? We finally have access to the tech tree, where we can actually start to influence things. Okay, there's been no laser research done so far, which means we can't get infrared combat lasers or particle beams. That might be one we want to push on. Am I still double speed invested in the rightmost top tech? I am, Brian. Advanced chemical rocketry is also not been researched yet. So I'm looking at tier 1 and tier 2 stuff already to start with. It's okay, Sudo, but that's quite funny. Let me just make sure I've got my chatbot for here open as well. Principles of Space Warfare. I'm thinking Principles of Space Warfare. That gives us access to Directed Energy Warfare Doctrine, Kinetic Warfare Doctrine, Militarization of Space, Missile Warfare Doctrine, and Patrol Vessels. So that gives us our first combat ships. They're only patrol vessels, but they're weak. I'm also I'm also thinking about high energy lasers, because I do want to get particle beams. And I think you're right. I think we might need them for particle accelerators. You're suggesting advanced chemical rocketry. That's also important. That gets us advanced missile warfare doctrine, next generation aerospace. Space tugs is a super important research. Like, space tugs is a huge research if we get our hands on it. Sub-heavy chemical rockets, I think, helps us boost as well. High thrust probes, we also want that. Reusable rockets is good too. Yeah, we're gonna go for advanced chemical rocketry. There's actually some super important stuff. That we're missing out on by not having access to advanced chemical rocketry. So let's get that under research. Okay, we're going to just try and keep control of this for the rest of the game if we can. We're up to 7.2 boosts. We need 9 boosts to get to the moon. Has anyone actually done anything on the moon yet? No. Nobody has a presence on the moon yet. So we need 9 boosts to get there. Thank you for the science behind it, Brian. I do actually really appreciate that. That is very cool. Okay, what are we going to do this turn? First of all, unrest. Unrest is getting a bit high in Kazakhstan, so we need to do something about that. Mission control is building in Australia. If we look over Australia over time, we're going to see more and more mission control centers like popping up. So we've now got 2 mission control at Brisbane Space Center. Darwin Space Center is now popped up as well. If we have a look at New Zealand, we now have Auckland Wellington Space Center. I think that's the only one they've got at the moment. And then Japan will have some as well, if we have a look at Japan really quickly. So they've got Tokyo... No, that's not right. Tokyo Space Center, apparently. Okinawa Space Center. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff popping up. If you don't use laser, how do you know if you use appropriate electrical charge? Yep. Is the lack of shiny golden metal on the moon concerning? That's a good point. There are no rare metals on the moon. I hadn't really noticed that before. Okay, first things first, let's send Human to Kazakhstan. That rhymes. To just deal with the... Oh, we haven't finished the turn. I'm an idiot. Okay, new turn. New orgs are available. Okay, we really need to get on top of these orgs. We really need to start picking these up. So Tyros Fund, plus 4% welfare, plus 1 science. JPL is available. Hang on. Can anyone get JPL? What does JPL require? 150. Oh, damn. JPL is just so powerful. I would love to get my hands on JPL. The Lotus Group. What do we need to buy the Lotus Group? 2,000 cash. Damn. Joint Task Force 2, Southern Sword. I don't want either of these, but JPL would be very, very good to pick up if we can just hold out for 150 influence. I think we need to get JPL. The research boost that JPL gives you is just insane. Let's try and hold out for 150 influence. We need to wait basically, hopefully, it might be 2 months, but we'll see where we go. In terms of missions, we're going to get Human to go to Kazakhstan, like I said.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Acknowledged.
Level up? Oh, level up, thank you. Yeah, we've got level ups on Nameless Blonde. So Nameless Blonde's already at 10 admin and already at 10 persuasion thanks to orgs. So let's start getting his security up so he's a little bit less likely to be subverted. We could also remove loss... We get rid of Careless. We get rid of Loss Averse. Let's get rid of Careless. That is an annoying one. And then we've also got Thaddeus for a level up. Thaddeus needs to get +1 administration. We're then going to unequip Jolt Games from him. We're going to go back here. We're going to get Air Force Special Command off you. We're going to go back to Thaddeus. I'm going to give him Air Force Special Command. Yep. And then Jolt Games needs to go to somebody. Just so it's like doing something. So we'll give that to Human. Okay. That's all our level up's done. Now, so Human's going there.
Standing by
Thaddeus doesn't have anything to hit right now. But Thaddeus could, for me, just put down unrest in Papua New Guinea.
Restoring order.
Public opinion at the moment. We still need to work on our public opinion in Papua New Guinea, Japan. So let's spend a little bit of time on that. So we'll get Nameless Blonde to work on public opinion in Papua New Guinea.
I will tell our story.
We'll get Eland Danger to work on public opinion in Japan.
Ready to go.
We really need to keep them on side. I don't want to risk them ever getting coup d'etat from others. Espionage is more important than security. I thought security protected us. I think it was a TRM suggestion, Mathwin. I will make sure to put espionage up next time then. That was a bad mistake on my part. This person here, I would really like to get some stuff off them. So we actually get Thaddeus to look at that. Is it Thaddeus who can do it? No, I think it's Eland Danger. No, who has that? Who has?
At your service.
What's the op?
It is Eland Danger. I would like to steal some stuff from her. I just don't have the money for it anyway. Okay. Jebediah, who is this other person here? 38%. Let's just do an investigation on them.
Investigating target.
New recruits as well, Squall. You think there's anyone worth grabbing? I want to save up 150 though for that thing. There are some people. No, there's nobody new here. I don't think, because that's the same Evangelist as before. I really want to focus on getting JPL. I've actually spent too much influence. Damn it. What did I spend influence on here?
What's the op?
Public opinion. Oh, so why did I get Eland Danger to do that? Okay.
Standing by.
New plan. We're not going to do any public campaign. No. Public campaigning doesn't cost influence.
Ready.
Does this cost influence? No. You should be doing public opinion in Japan anyway. What did I spend influence on this turn? Does suppressing unrest spend influence? No, it doesn't.
Ready to go.
So I must have spent influence on no Hajj Silverheart, yeah. On Chijigon's Ords. I was about to say that's what I was just getting there. I was just getting there on my own. That I'd spent at Chijing Orcs. Damn it. I was a little bit too keen to do that. Let's see who else is visiting the Vatican right now.
Target.
Okay. Yeah, if anyone else wants to suggest names for this campaign, by the way, there is a thread on the Discord where you
Brian
could just...
Dewhurst says, espionage is the target number for NPCs to see you, and they have to see you to interfere with our mission.
Good point, Brian. We're going to pump espionage on everybody then once we got their primary stat. Once we got admin up on them and their primary stat is at 10,
Things are stabilizing.
we'll start looking at that. What I was going to say was...
We've moved the needle.
No, I completely lost my train of thought.
People will come to our side.
The scary thing is that hijinks might be working for another faction. Oh yeah, there's a thread on the Discord you can put name suggestions into for ships and stuff. The Vatican would be a great nation to be able to take control of. You know what? The Ukraine is still holding off Russia, which is really nice to see. Also, I thought someone had taken over some of Russia, but they haven't. Right, we're up to 7.7 boost, but our boost is actually going down, which is interesting. Because we got very little boost investment anywhere. Okay, we have now reached the 2-hour point on the stream. I've got maybe another couple of turns in me before I need to go to bed, so just bear that in mind. But I'm not going to stop yet. We're still playing for a bit longer.
At your service.
Up to 98, so one more turn and we can grab JPL. So that's my focus for this. We're not going to spend any influence if we can avoid it. Unrest situation right now. Unrest is looking great. Public opinion is low in PNG and Japan, as we suspected. So let's do, we'll get Eland Danger to do public opinion in Japan. Not Australia. We'll get Names Blonde to do public opinion in Papua New Guinea.
Where to?
We will get...
Acknowledged.
So we've got Human, Thaddeus, and Jebediah to do something here. Aliens and enemies are blowing my boost facilities. I don't have any boost facilities. The only boost facility I really have is Kazakhstan. Is Buchanor? Or is it... Wait, is Buchanor gone? I didn't get an announcement that it had been destroyed. No, Baconor's still here. So it hasn't been destroyed. This is the only boost facility I have. So I don't think they're destroying them yet. Oh, we've fallen behind in research. Yep. The Academy has overtaken us on research here, so I'm going to have to go for a triple invest here. So they've invested 171, we've invested 147. What I noticed was if we go here, boost was going down before. I think it's stabilized now. So maybe I'm not actually losing boost income. I may be misseeing that. Anyway, what are we going to do with everybody else this turn? Let's do some surveilling. Let's see if we can detect any alien activity in the hotspots. So we want to go for Wuhan, which is this region here.
Surveilling target.
We want to go for this region. Where is it? Not Chad. This region here.
On Overwatch.
And the other usual culprit is Brasilia. Interestingly, the area that has lots of people in it.
Initiating recon.
There was an alien campaign I think was on the Kickstarter. I don't know if they've got time for it. Yes, we need to invest in boost to produce more boost. But what I'm doing first is I'm investing in mission control. Mission control is how many ships we can have in space. And because I want to amalgamate these countries, there's like a way the game works is you can build more mission control per region before you bring the countries together. Maybe. I'm not sure exactly how it works, Brad. I think you know more than I do, honestly. Alright, let's see how this turn plays out.
Surveilling target area.
Don't almost get a portion of the boost produced by member countries, so Russia's getting some boost from Kazakhstan. That could be a point, Crash Test. I think you've just looked. Yes, you might be right there. We maybe want to think about getting out of the Eurasian nation with Kazakhstan. I'm just not sure what will happen if we do. Alien conspiracy theories. This new artwork is really good. This is all new to me. Alien conspiracy theories spread. A number of often conflicting and mutually exclusive conspiracy theories about the aliens are spreading like wildfire over social media. Some of the most popular theories are that the so-called aliens are nothing but government surveillance drones, or that the crashing UFOs are nothing but swamp gas combusting in the atmosphere. Some even think there may be secret factions planning to sell Earth out to the aliens. People caught up in this nonsensical fear-mongering are beginning to hamper efforts to combat the very real issues caused by the alien arrival. We can either ignore it, which will get a small public opinion boost for a 45% public opinion boost chance of, or 55% chance of a lost. We could shape the narrative by paying 50 money. We just gain a positive bump in public opinion. We don't have access to this because it's pro-alien factions. Some of the theories are dangerous because the church choose to silence them or fan the flames for the initiative, but only the initiative grants a small public opinion for Project Exodus. Interesting. That would be really cool, Subadite, yeah. Let's shape the narrative. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We're still not winning the research war here. That's a problem. Up to 8 boost. Alien abductions in Turkey. Okay, something to investigate.
In each of us, embers glow. Through meditation, prayer, and togetherness.
So advanced chemical rocketry has been completed, but the Academy sniped it off us.
They were meant to be.
That's really annoying.
Superior Judith.
That's really annoying. They managed to snipe that. So what have they changed it to? Augmented reality. Ugh. Alright, we'll see if we can take over the research here again. That's just really frustrating. Okay, we've got new orgs available. We don't have enough to get JPL. Someone has bought JPL anyway, which is annoying. Oh, TRM, thank you so much. That's a good one. We've got plus 2% funding, plus 5% space science research. And I'm not really into the research ones at the moment. I'm really far behind on orgs. Orgs are a big problem for me right now. The AI is snapping them up. Like, really snapping them up. Thank you for the super chat, TRM.
I don't want to believe. Alien monster, alien.
I love the way it pronounces the emojis. I can tell I'm getting tired. I can't remember the word emoji. All right, I think that's where I need to finish this stream because I'm getting really tired and I'm starting to like make not mistakes, but I can see it happening really soon. We made some good progress in this one. I know the game has a really weird pace, but getting control of Australia is actually massive. We're fixing the economy. We're fixing inequality. We're bringing down the cohesion of the nation. It's all looking really, really good. New Zealand's looking great as well. Like, great stuff. Japan is solidly under our control. We need to do something about their economy next time. Singapore, also looking really good. Their economy is thriving. They love us. That's all really good. Our major goal for next time is to get our first moon base in place. Once that's built, I want to spend the boost we get after that on getting a space dock in orbit so that we can get our future endeavors a lot easier. And then we'll go from there. So we've got plans moving forward. We are making some progress. The world is in an interesting state right now. Doesn't look like Germany has joined the European Union yet. It's just at this moment, Greece and France are the European Union. But this is basically border gore, so I don't know how it's going. Yeah. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with you. You are all really, really cool people. And the chat is honestly always a lot of fun. Like, it really is a lot of fun. So I really appreciate you all hanging around and chatting away. TRM, thank you so much for the super chat. For those of you watching on Twitter, thanks for sticking with us. If you're still here, WestDX, thanks for spending some time chatting as well. I'm trying to keep an eye on it for you. Maori, if you're still hanging around, I'm so sorry for calling you a bot at the start of the stream. That's very bad of me. But I will catch you all later. Have a great week. I'm going to try and get you a High Fleet video this week if I can, but I'm definitely going to get another Mandalorians video out. And of course, the Xenonauts 2 on the way too. Have a great one. I'll see you later. Ciao for now. Thanks all.